Hi, everyone. It's Raquel Otis with the Walnut Creek Wellness Alliance and creator of Spark Movement and Internal Spark. Another interview is here for you today, and it is my great privilege of interviewing the one and only Edna
Mm.
Castillo. So, welcome, Edna. So good to see you.
I am delighted to be here. Thank you for the invitation.
Yes, of course. Well, let's just dive in. I want everybody to know who you are. I want everyone to know your story, the beautiful things and gifts that you're bringing into the world. Why don't we start with how you define wellness?
Well, to me, it's not only about being healthy, right? It's really about being aligned, mind, body, and spirit alignment. So you have the ability to live with clarity, with purpose, and with joy. So you can say every single day, I love my life. True wellness is about not just the absence of illness, but just being truly, truly in tune with who you are, listening to your intuition, values, your desires, and living the best life that you can live.
Yes, I love how you said it's not just the absence of illness. I think that's so powerful and just so true. And I know we're going to get into how that's really woven into your story and your lived experience. So, how does your definition really weave into or relate to what you do now?
Well, as a transformational coach in health and wellness, I help people transform their lives in terms of helping them navigate different circumstances and getting to what they really want. Whether it's a diagnosis, whether it's a career shift, some type of personal transformation that they may going to holistically get to wellness. I guide them to develop their mindset and their intuition and their true alignment so they can break free of their limiting beliefs, what their the little stories that they carry, because it's all about the stories that we create, and that can really affect our health. I think it's so paired well with my own journey and how I've transformed in the way how I help my clients transform as well.
And will you please share this remarkable story and journey with us?
After 30 years of being in corporate world, I just kept hearing a little nudge and being spiritually aligned. I didn't know what that meant. I just knew that it was a shift in what I was about to do and the purpose. There was a purpose calling me, and I was led to life coaching, which is a career I had no idea existed. I got certified, and then the amazing part is, after certification, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. What does
Mm.
that mean? Well, I was given the tools on how to navigate this rigorous journey of 16 rounds of chemo, 30 sessions of radiation, two surgeries, and doing that in a very, very short period of time. And while doing that, writing my book
Oh my
and
gosh. So wait, hold
getting,
on. Don't just flow over this. This is just remarkable. You're in the throes of this experience that can be so jarring and so debilitating, and you decide to become an author.
yeah, yeah.
Tell us
It's
about the book.
Well, the book is called Living Your Intuitive Genius, and it
Mhm.
really is about listening to your intuition because your intuition guides you. It guided me to become a coach, and it actually guided me into health as well. The tools that I learned in certification are part of being centered and really listening to your inner wisdom. And then that being a transformational place for you to actually have a better experience. Like I said, my experience in cancer, although very rigorous, it was a very shortened time because of the mindset and how I treated my health, my mind,
Mm.
my body, my spirit, being aligned with health all along rather than misaligned in believing in the illness. So after I got, cancer free, I was even more just driven to bring this message forward and help other individuals become healthy. Because
Mm.
oftentimes, and this is what the book also talks about, how we are living the circumstances actually indicate how the outcome of those circumstances, right? Whether we can become a victim or a victor, just reframing the things that are most challenging to us or just everyday experiences. And the way we
Mhm.
live it is the way it transforms on the other side.
Yeah, I love that. It's so beautiful what you've done, ultimately turning something that can really test
Mhm.
us physically, test us spiritually, and almost embraced it to some extent to really have some agency in terms of
Yeah.
how this was going to be experienced. and lived by you. It's so
Yeah.
beautiful. Can I ask you, how long have you been cancer free?
It will be 5 years on May 5th. I was declared
Okay.
cancer free. Every moment of every day, that's the gift of cancer, right? With
Mm,
every single challenge comes a gift. So the gift of cancer for me is just every single day waking up, it's like, this is one more beautiful day that I have. Because from the very beginning, I almost felt that that was the reason I was diagnosed, to go through a
mhm.
journey myself so then I can actually support others in that similar journeys.
Yeah, and we do know, especially in this country, so many people, so many young people now are being diagnosed with
Mhm.
some type of cancer. So
Yeah.
somebody like you who has lived this experience, who's come out of it on the other end, who's written a book during it, I
Yeah.
think is such an important piece of this community. So, how can
Yeah.
somebody get in touch with you? How can somebody, just be next to you and just take in so much of your wisdom and so much of what you have to share?
Well, I'm a coach, I'm a speaker, I'm an author. So you can grab my book at Amazon, Living Your Intuitive Genius. I guess the easiest way is to go to my website, livingrealitydreams.com. And then
Mhm.
I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. I'm there to serve. I'm always offering workshops every month. Google Edna Castillo, Cancer Coach, and you'll get to see
Okay.
what I'm up to.
Can you talk a little bit about your workshops? What might somebody expect if they were to register for one of your workshops?
I lead them through a process of transformation within the either the hour, the 3 hours, or the day event, really discovering where they are and where they want to go and realizing what the gap is and what are the tools that we can use within that gap. So as they walk out of my workshops, they often have a map of the next steps, how to get to the next step. All it really takes is one small step each day. And then we look back and you're like, oh my gosh. But it's just staying really disciplined about the process that you want to create, the potential that you want to live into.
Great. All right, everyone. So now you know Edna Castillo. She shared just a little bit about her journey, about her book, and now you know that you can work with her. You can sign up for one of her many workshops she offers every month. Thank you so much, Edna. It's always so good to just be next to you and be near you, even if it's virtual right now as we are. It's always
Yeah.
so wonderful to see you and such
Oh,
a
thank you.
blessing.
You
So
too.
thank you
You
so
too.
much for your
Mhm.
time.
Thank you.